Welcome to another great show today. My name is Veronica Fountain. You're with Simply Bowie Magazine live TV show. I am the owner of Simply Bowie Magazine and I'm the host of this fantastic show. It's Heart Month. The month of February, Heart Month, and I have a really special guest today that is going to actually cover some very important things we need to know to save our lives. Today I'm here with Renee Patterson. Welcome, Renee Patterson.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
How are you? Thank you.
Fantastic. The name of her company is Stress-Free CPR. And today she is going to demonstrate for us today how to save lives and how to take care of our heart, which is the most important thing in life. Welcome to the show, Renee. Introduce yourself.
My name is Renee Patterson. I teach CPR. I actually train people how to save lives through CPR and first aid training.
Okay, awesome. And how long have you been doing?
Oh my goodness, probably about 15 years now.
15 years.
And actually I got my son training as well.
Okay, so that's awesome, keeping it in the family.
Yes.
Well, let me ask, what sparked you to start? Did something happen to a loved one in your family? What sparked you to start this type of company?
Well, actually, I was a Prince George's County volunteer, EMT volunteer, and I would go places where people were in cardiac arrest, and I would notice that people were just standing around, not doing anything.
Not knowing what to do.
Whether they didn't know what to do, they were just scared to do, they didn't want to hurt them, they just were standing around. And then I had an incident with my son where he was choking. And they knew what to do, but it just like sparked like, oh, I need to teach more. People, you know.
So at that moment, you felt like I want to start saving lives.
Yes.
And
yes.
So when you think of heart attacks, or is it more so younger people or older, or nowadays just don't have a heart attack? Just don't. It's like a bullet. It just don't have a name to it.
It is all ages. I've had a 4-year-old to go into respiratory arrest.
Wow.
I've had a 94-year-old to go into cardiac arrest.
Okay.
It's all ages now. It's all ages.
Okay.
So that's why I feel that everybody should at least know the basics.
Right. Because, you know, basically back in the day, it's just, you just call 911 and you just put it all in the hands of 911. So what you're saying is, if you know how to do it yourself, or you can teach others.
Well, in all actuality, yes, we want you to call 911. Realistically, when you call 911, you don't know where that ambulance is coming from. And if you say the ambulance gets stuck in traffic, that's a minute or two that the person has lost because they're not there.
Right.
So without you knowing exactly where they're coming from, you can at least start CPR. And the 911 dispatcher will walk you through it. The call taker will walk you through it. So you can at least give that person a better chance of survival if CPR is started immediately.
Start administering CPR.
Yes.
Right. What are your services? Like, what are some of your services you offer?
So I will come to your establishment. I'm a mobile training center. So I go out and I do mobile classes. I come to your offices, I come to your churches. I teach you anywhere from adult CPR, child and infant. Show you how to use the AED, the automated external defibrillator, which is very important.
Yes.
The CPR and the AED go hand in hand. You put them together, the person has a much better chance of survival. But yeah, mobile training.
Mobile training.
Stress-free environment.
Stress-free, yes.
It's a stressful situation doing CPR. It doesn't have to be a stressful situation to learn it.
And I know last couple of weeks ago you just went to Howard University.
Oh my goodness, yes.
How was that experience to be in a college experience and they've never even heard of with that
machine? It was awesome. I went there. It was the hearing and speech department. I taught them CPR, and then they actually purchased an AED. It was phenomenal. I'm going back next month to do another class for that department. And that's just awesome.
Will you start now that you have that account with Howard University, will you start administering, going to all of the schools and presenting this to all of the colleges?
I will present it to any college, any church, anybody that wants to learn how to save a life, I will be there.
Wow.
I will be there. And I'm with a group that is phenomenal. They're based out of Alabama.
And
we have a connection, or I have a connection of people in different states.
Okay.
So even if you're not here in the local DMV area,
okay,
I can get you in touch with someone else elsewhere.
So you're mobile and online, or is it,
I'm not online, but my group
is in Alabama.
Is based out of Alabama.
Okay.
But we are always in contact with each other, and it's called Go Rescue.
Go Rescue.
Go Rescue. They're based out of Alabama, and it's like a community. It's it's my CPR family. Okay, so if you're in California,
have a support system.
Yes.
So if you're in California, go
I'm
ahead.
not driving to California or flying to California. I would if the right numbers were right. Okay? If there was enough people. But otherwise, I will contact someone in our group based out of California who just as well.
Okay.
You learn everything the same way.
Nice. Now, are you certified? Or
Yes.
Let's say you are. Perfect. Let's say if you on, I know you get ready to go to Disney World next week, but let's say if you're on a flight, if something happens to someone on a flight, and the flight attendant screams out, do we have somebody on here that knows CPR?
Yes.
What would you do if you were sending it in?
Oh, I'm going to help.
Okay.
I'm going to jump in and help.
Okay.
And that's one thing, you got to make sure, the scene is safe and your environment is safe. But if somebody needs help, I'm jumping in.
Okay.
And the fear back in the day was, I'm not putting my mouth on a stranger.
Oh, yes.
But
that was...
you don't have to do that anymore.
Okay.
But you can still help. Anybody, everybody, it's a team.
Yes.
Even if you're in a wheelchair. Tell me what you would do if you were in a wheelchair. How would you help? You're in a wheelchair and you really want to help. You can sit there and encourage the person doing chest compressions. Keep going, you're doing great. Keep going, don't stop, keep going. You can count for them.
Do the count.
You can go and, hey, we're over here to show the ambulance crew where to come.
Okay.
Everybody has a role.
Right.
But you don't know what that role is until somebody gives you that information.
That is. So how many emergencies have you had, like over the course of? Let's say the course of the last 2 years. I know because you've been doing it for 50, years now. But this.
I can't tell you how many emergencies. I don't ride the ambulance as often now.
Okay.
But I can tell you I've had 2 people to call and say their loved one was choking.
Okay.
And they were able to help.
Because of your training.
Because of the training.
That's
one
awesome.
of them said she was probably about 5 feet. Her husband was 6 something and a heavy set guy. And she was like, Renee, he actually came off the floor. I was like, oh, you had that much energy, huh? She got that adrenaline from somewhere. And just doing the abdominal thrust.
She's trying to save her husband.
He didn't go into cardiac arrest, but she was able to do that. She said, if not. And I had a 1-year-old.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
1-year-old. That's a
1-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh, love his mom to death, okay? She called, she sent me a video, and I'm like, it was blurry. I'm like, what is she doing? I really couldn't tell. But the picture was like, what? And I realized when she picked the baby up and turned him and started doing the back blows.
Yes.
I was like, are you kidding me? Like what? So when I finally talked to her, you know the cable? When you have the cable line in the wall?
Yes.
And the little prong that holds that cable?
Yes.
He had pulled the wire and the prong popped out. He picked that up and put it in his mouth.
Wow.
And she said that quick acting of picking him up and getting it out. Because can you imagine what would have happened?
Oh. And kids move so fast and you just don't know.
Yes.
And I guess with adults, they're just eating so fast, How much do you think with heart attacks is because of stress? Is it more stress, worrying, or is it more just food?
You can have a heart attack. You can go into cardiac arrest for a number of reasons. It could be your heart just stopped.
Wow.
You just went into cardiac arrest just because. You may have, problems with your heart. You may have high blood pressure, high cholesterol. You may be a diabetic. With myself, I'm allergic to everything.
Oh, really?
And I was in a situation at Wegmans, and I ate something, and I could not breathe.
So it could be, peanuts or seafood?
Exactly, that's what it was. It was nuts. And I went into respiratory arrest.
Okay.
What happens after respiratory arrest? You go into cardiac arrest.
Right.
I stopped breathing. I would have gone into cardiac arrest, but the ambulance crew came. And even, and I thank the Lord that
Yes,
my
God.
son was home last summer.
Okay.
I ate something, and I just tasted it, and it didn't taste good. I turned it over. Oh my goodness, it had cashews in it.
So many.
I hollered for my son who was home on a school break, summer break, and lo and behold, when the fire department walked in my house, that's when I passed out.
Wow.
Stop breathing.
Recently, there was just a case of a young girl. She was an influencer, Instagram influencer or something, and just passed of eating nuts.
Yep.
And she clearly told the chef at the restaurant she was allergic to peanuts.
Yes.
And they clearly cleared it. But apparently they used a spoon or something that still had peanut sauce on it.
Yes.
She passed. It's such a sad story. She passed.
It can be the knife, the fork. I know, like when I go to Panera Bread, I have to tell them because I need you to change your gloves.
Okay.
Because you might have picked up something on the prior menu you made, sandwich you made or what have you. But yes, the knife, the fork, the spoon, anything.
Wow. When do a person know they have an allergy?
Usually when something happens.
Right. I didn't know if you get started when they're young.
You can get shots, when you're younger too, and you can find out what you're allergic to. But I found out because I ate something, and I'm like,
that didn't work. That's
something's not right.
in the back of my throat.
Yes. Yeah. So now I know, like myself, even a pinch is too much.
Yeah.
I don't play with that.
Let's dive into this. Let's get up and I want you to demonstrate.
Okay.
How it works. Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready.
There we go.
Okay.
So this is Preston.
Okay, this is Preston.
This is Preston.
Sorry you down
Preston
there.
got a little hat on. All right. Hard and fast.
Okay.
It's just something just to kind of keep in mind. But with Preston, whenever you have anybody that you even have that inkling that something's wrong, hey, are you okay? You're going to tap and shout.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not going to be, excuse me.
Right.
I'm going to tap and shout, hey, are you okay?
Okay.
All right. At the same time, I'm scanning the body head to toe. I'm just looking for any signs of life. Is this chest going up and down?
Okay.
Are they breathing?
Okay.
You can check for a pulse.
Okay.
Carotid pulse.
Okay.
Carotid artery at the neck. You can check for a pulse. This tells me, yes, my heart's beating, or no, it's not.
Right.
See if you can find yours. Come down. Right in the groove of the Adam's apple. Right. Perfect.
It's beating. It's beating.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
So you can do all of this just as you're approaching the person. Tap and shout, and you're looking.
Okay. Up and down
you're looking.
on the chest.
And all we're going to do is, if the person is not breathing, hand on top of your hand.
Okay.
Dead center.
Dead center of the chest. Okay.
So you find the nipples and you come in.
Okay.
You want to be dead center, and we're going to preferably be on the ground.
Right.
Because that way you're going straight down. Your arms are locked. Your shoulders are direct over, and you're just using your upper body. But for right now, hands here. You go ahead and do it.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
Hey, you okay?
Okay.
Check here. And then between the nipples here, dead center.
And even, let's back up for one little second. When you're doing your hey, are you okay? Go call 911.
Okay.
Send somebody to go call 911 and send someone to go get the AED.
That makes sense.
Depending on where you are, there may be an AED right there that's handy.
Okay.
Go call 911.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What's the first thing a 911 operator needs to know?
Hey, what's going on? What's the emergency?
Nope.
Okay, what?
Location.
The location of your emergency.
What's the location of your emergency? What's the phone number you're calling from? Tell me exactly what happened. We were just walking and I just noticed the man hit the floor. He hit the ground. Tap and shout, and he's not moving.
Okay.
Even if you take a CPR class, which I suggest everybody to do.
Yes, it's important to do that.
If you don't do nothing else but call 911, they'll walk you through it.
Right.
Okay. So tap and shout. They're unresponsive. 911 is on the way.
Right.
The AED, someone's going to get it.
Okay.
You're going to start basic CPR.
Okay.
And you're just going to press hard and fast. And you're going to do between 100 and 120 chest compressions.
100.
Non-stop.
100.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's just going to be, And we could do it on, well, we can't do it on the floor.
Yeah,
Okay, but anyway.
leave it there, yes.
We'll leave it here. We're gonna actually, let me see if I can do it. No, you're taller.
Okay.
And I want you to press hard and
Between the
fast.
nipple?
Go. Hard. Little hard. Go up just a
Okay.
little bit.
Okay.
There we go. Hard. Hard.
Okay, okay.
$1 million on the ground. Go.
Okay.
But you're gonna go hard and fast. 100 to 120.
Ooh.
Think you've been tired?
And so what happens now if they do, at this point, were you up to 50, the number 50, count?
You're gonna keep
and
going.
And they started gasping at
Then
this
you'll
point.
stop. You can stop.
Okay.
And then you can just check if they're still, if they're vomiting, you'll
Okay.
turn them to their
Turn them
side.
to the side,
But if
okay.
not, you're still checking for the breathing.
Okay.
If they're not breathing, you're just going to keep doing CPR.
Okay.
You're going to keep doing your chest
Into-
compressions at 100 to 120.
120,
And then you can
okay.
stop. You can check for a pulse. Is it still a pulse? No pulse? You may have to
Continue with the count.
Okay.
So
But-
let's go over this machine
All right.
here.
This is the baby.
Yeah, that's the baby.
This is the baby right here. This is the
AED.
Cadillac of AEDs, the
What
Zoll
does that
AED.
stand for, the AED?
Automated, external, defibrillator.
Okay. Okay.
While you're doing chest compressions, I come with the AED.
Okay.
And there are many different types and brands, but they all work the same basically.
Okay.
The main thing you do with the AED, with this one, it shows you the picture.
Okay.
Okay. And all you're going to do is turn it on.
Okay. What a great machine.
Unit okay.
It tells you it's okay. It's going to show you the whole video.
Okay.
The only thing you have to do,
Stay calm.
plug in the cable
Okay.
and listen.
Check responsiveness.
This is a great machine, a
Yes.
great device. So it basically walked you through exactly what you demonstrated.
Open the
to me.
airway. You're checking for breathing.
Breathing, yes.
If patient is a child, press child button.
So with this one, it's going to be an adult. So while you're doing chest compressions, I'm working around you.
Okay, okay.
I've taken my pads out.
Cut or tear clothing.
I'm gonna
to
put one
expose
here.
patient's bare chest.
This goes right here over the
Okay.
over the
Cut or
heart.
tear clothing to
This is
expose
gonna come off.
patient's bare chest.
Okay.
Okay. The pads will go here. The other one is going to go here.
Okay.
Open pad package.
When the machine is ready, the machine will say
Attach pad to
analyze.
patient's bare chest.
Okay.
Okay.
Pretty much walks you through.
It walks
the
you
machine walks
through.
you through
I'm gonna
exactly
go ahead and put
the
this on
next
here.
all the steps.
Yes.
Okay. That is awesome.
Attach pads to patient's bare chest.
We are definitely
Okay.
saving a life with this.
Don't touch patient.
Okay. It's analyzing.
Yeah.
The machine wants to figure out what rhythm the heart's in.
So it
Shock
calculates-
advised.
Okay.
So don't touch.
Okay.
Hands up. Hands up.
Flashing shock
Nobody's touching.
Okay.
You
Don't
push the
touch
button.
patient. Press
Okay.
flashing shock button.
Push the
Okay.
button.
Shock delivered.
Shock delivered. Okay.
Start
We continue CPR.
Continue.
So basically, the machine has crossed at the heart,
Okay.
shocked the heart,
This is great stuff.
and now
This
we're
is
going
great
back
stuff.
into CPR.
Live demonstration here with stress-free CPR with Renee Patterson. This is great.
And this one, like I
yeah.
said, this one, it shows you what to do. Some of the AEDs don't have the video picture, but it still talks to you.
Right,
They still talk to you, and you'll just continue your CPR.
right. Now tell me about the books. I know you're an author as well. This is amazing. You've pulled it all together with the demonstration and helping people. Now you actually have the books.
Yes.
The Learning the ABCs with CPR and First Aid.
Yes.
And we have Empower and Inspire, the essential guide to learning CPR. Now, why was this important, for you to demonstrate this to kids, to come out with this type of
Kids call 911 when mommy's hurt or mommy won't wake up.
Yes.
And there may not be anybody else coming or nobody else in the
Right.
home.
And they're
When they call
scared, yes.
911, they're scared.
Yes.
So it's a 911 a call taker's job. They have to calm them down, still get all the information they need,
Okay.
and still be able to walk that 5, 6-year-old,
five-year-old.
that child
Wow.
through doing CPR.
Yeah. And with
So,
already them learning this book, they
that's the
already gives them a
ABCs.
leg up.
Yes.
With them learning this book.
Yes, just like
This
A is
is
for
amazing.
ambulance. And
Okay.
even like X-ray. X-ray is for X-ray. They can see the bones in the body, But it's just something for the kids to go through, so it's not foreign in the event that they have to do it.
And they're not freaking out and getting scared and hiding
'Cause it's
underneath
not
the
about
bed.
fear.
They are actually, I'm going to say mommy or daddy.
And they may not have the strength to do the chest compressions, but guess what? They made the phone call and they got help coming.
Right.
They got help coming.
That is amazing. What made you, this is like leadership, what made you like just be so passionate about what you do? How did that come about, you know?
I have a child.
Okay.
He's 21 now.
Yeah.
But I mean, even as an infant, I had to go to work.
Okay.
So if you're going to be the daycare and you're his child care provider, I need you to know in the event something happens to him.
Okay.
And just through the years, and now that my son is really interested in it, I'm like, you know what, we need to take this to the next level.
Okay.
And train as many people as we can.
Right.
I mean, because like I said,
lives.
you can be scared in the event, but you don't have to be scared to take a class.
Right.
And even though if you forget everything, you're in that, you know, your adrenaline's going through the roof, you're excited. If you remember to make that phone call to 911
first, we're
going to walk you through it.
And then at that point, take a deep breath and have a better chance to save a life. I'm really impressed. What else did you, now this is the learning the ABC with CPR and first aid. Now this is different. What is this one?
This is
empower and
a guide to learning CPR. It's just an empowering, inspiring book. I am beautiful, just the way I am. Okay. Direct pressure and elevation stops bleeding.
Wow.
So how many times are kids in situations where they don't have an adult right here?
Right.
Certain things that they can do to help. So
you're inspiring, this book is inspiring them to be strong.
Yes.
And help, you know, with your friends, and if something happens, you know how to do it. What to do.
Yes.
Your first steps, your next steps. This is amazing. Now, are these your only books, or you're planning on, you know, a collection? Tell us, Renee.
I'm actually working on 2 right now. I'm doing another coloring book, and we're going to have that one in English, Spanish, and French.
That's awesome to have it in different languages.
Yes. One book with all 3 languages, and then I'm doing a CPR book on my life. Why I got started.
So I was just going to ask you, what would that entail?
Oh, that's just going to be everything. I can't give you everything. But it is going to have the directions of CPR in the book.
It sounds like a bestseller.
Yes.
And where can people purchase these books now?
You can go to my website, which is www.stressfreecpr.
Stressfreecpr.com. Okay. And Amazon. I think I've seen the books on Amazon.
The books are on Amazon.
Yes. On Amazon. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So what are you looking for 2025? What's your goal?
Oh my goodness.
For 2025, I mean, you definitely have the AED in place. So what is going to be some of your goals for 2025 with your company?
Well, now with the company, with my son, he's all in. Our goal is we want to sell 1,000 AEDs. We want to place 1,000 AEDs in schools and in churches, in your offices, wherever you know they're needed, wherever there's groups of people. Okay, we want to sell 1,000 AEDs.
Okay.
I want to build a team of CPR instructors.
Okay.
All right, he's 21, and I've got 2 of his friends that are interested in being instructors. And honey, the younger generation, they're amazing.
Yeah.
They're amazing because not only, to me, you're helping save someone's life.
Right.
Because I might teach you today, and you may save somebody's life in 6 months from now, or a year, or 5 years from now.
I was impressed today. I mean, I think I can actually definitely do.
You can do it. Absolutely.
So yes.
So just looking to build my team of new instructors, and they can go out and they can teach, and it's a business. You can do it for fun if you like, or you can do it as a business and actually get paid to do it. Right.
So. And the main thing, you're helping. You're saving lives, and you're helping people in hospitals, schools. I was watching a football game yesterday. I'm a big on watching NFL football.
Yes.
And one of the players collapsed on the field. You know, just to have this type of machine on the sidelines, or someone coming out there with the CPR is huge.
Yes, absolutely.
Huge help to help others in the community.
And the sooner CPR is done, the sooner it's administered, the better chance that person has.
You have. And what are some of the next steps, like after, you know, save someone's life and they're doing okay? what are some of the next things that this person should be doing now of taking care of their heart,
taking care of themselves,
so they don't find themselves in that situation
making sure
again?
they're going to the doctors, making sure they're keeping all their doctor's appointments, they're eating healthy. They just, sometimes you just have to change your lifestyle.
Okay.
Okay, even exercising. I'm not going to tell you to exercise, but that little bit of exercise.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So it's just taking care of yourself,
Yes.
your heart, and what you're eating, exercising.
Because it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
People that have a heart attack, oh, they can change instantly. They change their diet immediately. But 6 months ago, you couldn't change?
Yeah.
A little bit?
I scrolled on the internet, and this one man was like, oh, I just had a heart attack, and now he's smoothies. You know, every day now, smoothies, and the juicer is out, and he's taking care of his heart.
But you couldn't do that a year ago, huh?
But you know what? Sometimes it takes an emergency, a life-threatening emergency, to like, okay, it's time to change my eating habits and change.
That's right.
You have been wonderful today, Renee. This is Heart Month, the month of February, way to kick it off.
Yes.
You know, to take care of our hearts, to take care of ourselves. And you have the books, the Learning the ABCs, the books to back it up. Definitely get this in your homes for your kids to have this amazing book. And tell us how to reach you, your website.
www.stressfree.CPR.
I love the title of that. It's just very simplistic.
Stress-free. Stress-free. Yes.
Yeah, I really appreciate you coming on to the show today. We do have a mutual friend.
Oh, yes.
Eric. We have to give a shout out to Eric Dobie today.
Eric, you are wonderful. You introduced us.
Yes.
Friends for life.
Friends for life. Thank you so much, Eric. I want to thank everyone out there for Simply Bowie Magazine live television show. This has been a great show here today, and stay tuned for some upcoming shows every week. Have a great day.